All right, still pretty warm and muggy out there this evening. A little bit cooler, though, across northwest Arkansas after a round of some showers and isolated thunderstorms a little bit earlier this evening. 70 there in Bentonville, 72 there in Fayetteville, but 83 still in Fort Smith and 81 there in Ozark. So again, across northwest Arkansas, a little bit cooler this evening after those showers move through. Across the River Valley, it's been pretty quiet throughout the day today. Here's a look at the humidity outside. Very muggy outside still. You got those dew point values into those mid to upper 60s and low 70s across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. What that means for you is if we do get a few of those thunderstorms, that's the energy, the fuel that's going to feed off of overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Still a chance for a few of those isolated thunderstorms during the overnight hour. So let's take a look at where we're at right now. Getting quiet across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Really, all we've had is a few scattered showers and a few isolated thunderstorms across northwest Arkansas. But when it comes to severe weather, so far nothing this evening. Here's a look at what we're looking at, though. Again, off towards the north there in Kansas, a few scattered showers, isolated thunderstorms, but nothing severe as it stands right now. And then you work across southern Oklahoma into northern Texas. That's where you got another line of some thunderstorms as well. There is a possibility that we miss both of these thunderstorms overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. You take a look at the current watches that we have out there just across southern Oklahoma and north Texas until 4 a.m. So there is the chance for a few strong storms, but when it comes to our viewing area, no watches out for right now. Not expecting any either as it stands currently. So here's a look at the risk for this evening. Level 2 slight risk across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. That higher risk, that level 4 moderate risk shaded there in red across parts of Texas and Oklahoma. So again, the severe weather threat this evening, not super high, but it's still there. But take a look at the recent Futurecast model. It's showing us that it may be pretty quiet during the overnight hours, which would be a good thing for us. Here's a look right now. Again, seeing a few of those scattered showers still out there. That's pretty current, but you take a look a little bit later on this evening, just that cloud coverage, some scattered showers off towards our south, but most of us looking to stay dry through the midnight hour and into early tomorrow morning. By the time we get closer towards 4 or 5 in the morning, that's where we can have a few scattered showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but again, the overall severe threat not looking super high. I think our main concern tomorrow morning, if we see a few of these strong storms, would be some strong winds, maybe some small hail as well. Here's a look at the threats the rest of the night tonight. Again, that tornado risk very low. That wind threat, that hail threat, something we'll watch out for during the overnight hours. Here's a look at tomorrow, though. Once we get that cloud coverage cleared out during the morning hours, the afternoon into the evening, low 80s, not too bad. Lots of sunshine as well going into our Monday across the River Valley. We'll start off with some cloud coverage, maybe a few spotty showers. And once we get to the afternoon, sunshine breaks out, daytime highs into those upper 80s for tomorrow. Should be pretty nice. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast. Again, early tomorrow morning, maybe a few stray showers here and there. Not too much to be concerned about, though. And then we have a really nice stretch of weather for our Tuesday, Wednesday, and going into our Thursday. That's when those rain chances come back into the forecast. So the first half of the week looking really nice. Finally, some dry days ahead of us coming up through the midweek. By the time we get to our Thursday, Friday, into the weekend, that's when thunderstorm chances will return back into the forecast across the River Valley. Again, overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, yes, the chances for some thunderstorms, maybe a few isolated showers, but not too much in the way of coverage to worry about. Your rest of your Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday looks to be really nice for those rain chances, thunderstorm chances. Return towards the end of the week into the weekend. Rachel, are you happy or sad that's the last forecast you could hear from me?
Kind of both, because your forecasts suck. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. I love hearing you talk about weather. I will say, if the hail gets bad overnight, you need to call me personally, because the hail damage on my car is kind of...
Rachel will tell you a little bit later which direction she's heading. Weather's not that much greater where she's going.
It's not too much better, but I'll get used to it. All right, thanks, Steven. Let's turn it over to Alex for sports.